Hi, I'm Laura Cook. I'm one of the owners at Kingsman Interiors here in Newark. We're situated on Lombard Street with a big church, the Old Christ Church. And what this video is really about is the meeting on Monday the 20th, what we'd like to propose to the council, but then ultimately what the people and retailers and business owners in Newark want to see happen in return. So we're going to put some ideas towards the council, and I want them to be suggestions. I don't want them just to be a list of negative things that Newark doesn't have. So I'm hoping to see some real change. So I appreciate things can't happen overnight, but what I would really like to see is, those ideas are great, and this is the timeline where we're going to put them into place. I don't just want to have this meeting as a tick box exercise. I want to see some real substance come out of this. So I want to see change, I want to see ideas put into practice, and I want to see the people and businesses of Newark benefiting from it. Some people, have got great ideas. Some are just sort of little elements of what could be amazing things that could happen in the town. Sometimes we go round and round in circles, as a lot of times with a lot of things, not just Newark, but I feel like lots of things in life, you kind of go round and round fixating on one problem. A big thing that comes up is parking all the time. People want free parking all day. Some people want free parking for certain hours. But what we've got to ask ourselves is, okay, if we get free parking, are the people of Newark going to come in and shop? Are the businesses going to put something on offer for people to want to come in and use that free parking? We can't just say free parking and then what? We want to see what the businesses and people of Newark are going to do with that free parking, if it's something we're going to get. But ultimately, I don't think that that's going to be the be all and end all. If you get free parking, that's not going to solve everything. We need to come up with everything else. It needs to be a whole future plan for Newark Town Centre. So we've been given $2 million over the next 10 years, I believe. I'm sure there's somebody out there much more figure friendly,
That was
a bit more
figure
accurate.
I heard, 20 mil, yeah.
Actually, when you look at it, $2 million a year isn't massive. It sounds a lot, and if you were given £2 million, you'd be like over the moon with it. But actually, for a town centre and everything that's involved in it, things have to come out of that $2 million. It's not just a wad of money that then people can go and spend on what they like. Things, have to follow protocol and things like that, which I understand. But I want it spent on the right things, and I think this is why turning up to this meeting and getting things put in place is really important. My main thing, I think, is a really good advertisement put in place, an advertisement strategy for Newark as just a place to visit. We always talked about, just after COVID, myself and Kerry spoke about, let's make Newark a destination. So it's not just about relying on one area. So everybody needs to pull together. And we've got so many great things in Newark. We've got great independence, we've got great hospitality, we've got great cultural things to visit, the castle, the Civil War, the river. There's so much that we can utilise, but everybody has to be singing off the same hymn sheet, as they say. And I don't feel like that's necessarily been the case in the past, but I think slowly we're seeing elements of that sort of being pulled together. I just want to make it stronger, and I want people in the surrounding areas to think, let's go to Newark for a day out, and we can shop, we can eat, we can stay, we can, do activities while we're here. I think it's probably just not, there's been no strategy. I think it's just everybody doing their own little thing. So the Civil War Museum might do a little bit of marketing, and the castle might do a little bit of marketing, and us as independent retailers do a little bit of marketing. But can you imagine if that all came together and everybody's audiences saw then different elements that they haven't seen before? I mean, personally, I haven't seen anything from the Civil War, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. Right. Just as kind of pop-ups, or this might be something you're interested in, which I think is really important. And why, like you said, why aren't we pushing this in rail trips? And we have enough about Visit London.
Coach trips goes on and on, doesn't it?
We have enough about, Visit London, and you get half price entry into, the London attractions.
Right.
Why aren't National Rail saying, well, visit Newark on one of the main, railway routes through up and down
main
the country?
corridor, isn't it?
Why aren't they then saying, oh, we'll come to Newark and you get half price entry into the Civil War Museum? It's, that East Coast main line runs from Edinburgh right down to London.
Yeah.
And you kind of think, how quick are you in those destinations? And all the little towns and in between, we're a couple of hours from anywhere, really.
Yeah.
And, I think that falls behind the sort of thinking of making Newark a destination to kind of come and do and see a lot of things. So the chair of the meeting will be Michael Hardy. Great guy, really passionate about seeing changes, about helping not only independent businesses, but just Newark as a whole. He's really interested in making sure we've got good travel links, good, buses, trains, everything that's really important. And I think sometimes people don't realise the behind the scenes things that need to go on to make somewhere successful. We did a little bit of research as in for websites. So we looked at similar market towns and looked at how they present their websites to visitors or local residents about kind of what's going on and things like that. I don't know as such as if anyone's actually gone and had a look at a similar market town, on their busy days or their market days, and sort of see what the vibe is, which would be a really interesting sort of field trip. I'm hopefully expecting a good turnout, first of all. I think it's easy for people to sort of give their opinion on email or text message or group messages and say, we want this, we want that. But people have to physically show up to things. And I know it's hard. I know everyone lives a busy life and, you've got family and businesses and everything to run. But if you can turn up Monday, let's get the views across, let's get our opinions, and let's try and narrow this down into something tangible that the council can actually show up and deliver.
Good. Now, where's the meeting going to be held?
So the meeting is going to be held, and my memory is going to say the organ grinder. Now, Steve, come on.
6:30.
Is it 6:30?
It's 6:30.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's 6:30.
I just always say to Michael, just please remind me. So he's forever just tagging me and stuff. He's like, Laura Cook, reminder. Laura Cook, reminder.
Dear. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I hope this
6:30 organ grinder. Everyone be there because I will be there. I will get a reminder off Michael.
And how long is it going to last for?
Usually a couple of hours.
Oh, okay.
So, we don't want it to drag out all night.
But we can get a drink.
Yeah, everyone can get a drink.
Nice social.
It's a very informal. Like, I went to my first one and I was a little bit like, ooh, who's going to be there? Am I going to, is this the sort of thing where they want my opinion? Because sometimes I can be opinionated in the right way. I want to see a positive change. But they were great. Everyone was really welcoming. They listened. I felt like my opinion was listened to and sort of validated. So, come along.
Right, well, I'll see you there then, yeah?
You will. See you
All right.
Monday.
Have a good day.
You too.